Recently there's been some massive developments in the gaming industry, and they're going to echo changes both good and bad in the years to come. Microsoft and Sony have been buying out huge game studios, while how we even buy games is changing with game subscription services like Game Pass that are massively popular and still growing. And there's microtransactions and pay-to-win elements becoming more common, all whilst NFTs are slowly creeping in the background, ready to milk you for your money or time. We're currently in a trend where every other game is in some form an open world game. Some open world games are really good, some make little twists on the formula or excel in other ways, and there's quite a lot of games that copy-paste objectives and activities across a world map. Before open world, the trend was first-person shooters, with Call of Duty at the front lines, but what are we going to shift to next? Well, whatever's next, it'll probably have something to do with the latest scam in the works. NFTs. Games companies are hard at work redesigning how their games work and integrating NFTs in the form of digital nonsense, just to milk you for even more money.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So if you're not aware, NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens, and NFTs are a certificate of ownership of a digital item that's limited in number. It could be a digital cosmetic skin, an image, weapon, collectible card, anything. It's limited in number and given value by being tied to a cryptocurrency. Gamers can buy or trade NFTs, or they can earn them in small amounts by grinding the game long term, as in play to earn. Have you ever had a game stretched out or a forced grind to entice you to buy skips or boosts? It's going to get so much worse with NFTs. Games companies will get a cut of any NFT activity. It's all a scam, and exploiting people long term for pitiful digital items is just immoral. There's a lot of backlash around NFTs at the moment. With gamers rising up, some game studios have backed off from their NFT plans. Valve themselves have already taken a stance by banning NFTs and cryptocurrency from Steam, stating it was because they're very much a scam and there's a lot of criminal activity around them. Fingers crossed NFTs never see the light of mainstream games, but all it takes is just one bad apple to set precedents. You might not realise how big subscription services like Game Pass or PlayStation Plus are. In their last report, Microsoft claimed they already had over 25 million active subscribers for Game Pass. A lot of these services are brilliant value for money for your average gamer, to the point we might have already noticed some of our friends buying less full price games, instead choosing to play what's currently being offered on their subscription service instead. As fantastic as these services are, I predict these services will cause an even larger rise in unfinished buggy games like Cyberpunk. And that's because these services pay a large sum to the developers just to put their game on Game Pass. While normally an unfinished, rushed or buggy game would face the consequences of bad reviews and reduced sales, Game Pass works a bit differently. Game Pass still regularly pays developers based on downloads and plays of their game, but that initial large sum is huge. Sadly, I think we'll also see even more microtransactions in games that go on Game Pass-like services, because players will be more willing to purchase them since they've not paid full price for the game. They've got more money to spare. Microtransactions are already part of a lot of games, and it feels like a lot more gamers are growing more accepting of pay-to-win elements. The recently released Lost Ark is free to play, but heavily pay-to-win and riddled with casino-like random chance mechanics. I was horrified to watch an interview with a gamer who casually spent $15,000 in just his first month of Lost Ark, and we're going to see more and more games designed to fish out these rich whale gamers, while simultaneously exploiting others with predatory game mechanics and design. This kind of gaming and monetization has long been the normal on mobile phones, and I feel like it's sadly inevitable on consoles and PC in the future too. Meanwhile, flexing their Xbox-sized balls about, Microsoft have been buying out huge game studios, including Bethesda who do your Elder Scrolls, and Activision Blizzard known for their Call of Duty, Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch. In turn, this has helped push Sony into acquiring Bungie, the devs behind the original Halo and Destiny. This could spark the return of big console wars in the future, with new big exclusive games. But both Microsoft and Sony have also been bringing some of their games and franchises to PC. Games like God of War have saturated and soaked up a lot of their PlayStation sales, so it makes sense to open it up to a new market. It could also have something to do with both Microsoft and PlayStation struggling to produce enough consoles to keep up with demand, which might also push them further into streaming services due to the lack of hardware. Sadly, the future of the games industry is pretty scary, and players are going to be exploited in new ways. I hope Nintendo stick around, do what they do best and stick to their guns and keep printing out physical games. I hope Microsoft and Sony continue to support and bring games to PC. I would love to play Bloodborne on PC. Also, please no more pay to win stuff, and please keep NFTs away from gaming. Peace for now.